Starting, all attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Hi, I'm Dishani. I'll be taking this practice session for you. I think few of you know me. For those who are new, hello. I think there are, good afternoon, yes, hello. There are few more yet to join. We'll just wait for them another 2 minutes, then we'll start. Okay, we'll start. Let the others join in. Oh, I hope my screen is visible. Yes, okay. Rishit, just try refreshing once. I think it should be visible. It's not visible. Okay. Just let me check once. It's visible, right? Okay. Okay, awesome. Let me just see. People are here still joining in. Okay, guys, we'll start. So, I think you have already finished 2 sessions on polynomials, right? So, you must be familiar with the basic concepts. So, we'll start with the first question. Okay, find a quadratic polynomial, each with the given numbers as the sum and the product of its zeros respectively. So, first take the first subpart. The sum is root 2 and the product of the zeros is 1 by 3. So let's see who can solve this question, and you all can type your answers. You have not done this? Okay. Uh, the basic concepts have been covered, right? We have done this. Okay, one of you is saying we've not done, one is saying we have done. Okay, just I'll help you out with this. Maybe you have done it, you just don't know how to place the concepts right. Okay, so you would have, if you remember, the zero of a polynomial is given as alpha and beta, right? So the sum will be alpha plus beta. So in this case, alpha plus beta is given as root 2, and alpha into beta is 1 by 3. Now I hope it's ringing any bells, kind of. Anything? Okay, let's see who can try solving this question. Oh, somebody is giving me the answers. Yes, Anat, that is right. You can take the LCM and go one more step ahead. Yes, Pratim. Just is the sign. Sanat, check your sign once. Pratim, yes, you can take the LCM and go one more step ahead. Rishit, yes, right answer. Mihika, yes, you can take the LCM. Mihika, right answer. Yes, Manasvi, your answer is right. Okay, so guys, this is nothing but alpha plus beta is root 2 and alpha into beta is 1 by 3. So you can represent a quadratic polynomial in the form of x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta, right? That's it. You just have to substitute the values of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta in that equation. Yes, Ritu, check your sign once. Navya, you're right. Pratim, yes, you're right now. Soumya, yes. Soumya, yeah, your answer is right. What about the others? Did you get it now? Okay, so all those of you who are not getting it, I'll show you the solution for the first one. Then try doing the second one on your own. Okay. So this is it. You know the quadratic equation can be expressed as what I was saying, x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. So just substitute the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta, and then you you multiply the equation by 3 to get rid of the denominator, and you will get the answer as 3x square minus 3 root 2x plus 1. Okay, easy, right? Now try to solve the second one. Okay, I think somebody's trying to join in. All those of you who have joined now, we just did one question. One second. We've just done one question, and we are doing the second sub part of it. Let's see. So here. Uh, no, Pratim, you don't need to add k or anything. It's just in case it is there, it's a real number. In this case, k automatically becomes. It'll become a. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, yeah. So this is the question we were working on, where the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros is given. You have to form a quadratic polynomial using the data. Okay, I've been getting answers for the second part. Uh, yes, Sanat, Smera, Navya, Manasvi, Mihika, Rishit. Yes, you are all right. The answer is correct. Let's see the others. Can you solve? Ritu, yes, you're right. Pratim, yes, it's correct. Okay, so people who just joined in, alpha plus beta in this case, whichever you consider the first subpart, alpha plus beta, which is the sum of the zeros, will be root 2, and alpha into beta is 1 by 3. So once you're done solving, just type in your answer so that I know you're all able to solve. Shankadeep, yes. Shreya. Shreya, check your sign once. Aradhya, yes. Okay, I'll just show the solution so that this is the first one and this is for the second one. Sanskriti, yes. Shardul, is that X? I hope that's X instead of I. And yes, you're almost there. Just multiply the equation with 4. Okay, yeah. So this is the solution on the board for both the parts. Okay, Shardul, then it's correct. Yes, Rudra, correct. So this is how you do it. So when you're given the sum of roots and product of roots, you can use the equation which is x square minus sum of the root into x plus product of the roots. That's nothing but x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. And just substitute the formula. I know you don't need to add k, Prathim. This is the basic way of solving. When you're given the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros, this is all you have to do. And ensure that you multiply the equation so that you are not left with any denominator or any fraction like 1 by 4 or something like that. So just multiply the equation so you get. Okay, guys. So we'll move on to the next one. So the next question is, divide the polynomial p of x by the polynomial g of x and find the quotient and the remainder. Okay, for this you need to do long division. So first consider the first subpart, then give me the answer for the first subpart, then we'll move on to the second one. And just a hint and reminder sort of thing, ensure to include all the terms. There are some terms missing in the in p of x, right? Just consider all the powers of x. Otherwise you will be prone to mistakes. This has to be solved by long division division method basically. P of x is, first case is x to the power 4 minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5. You divide this equation by x square plus 1 minus x. You can't see me, is that so? Let me just see what's the issue. Okay, yeah. There was some issue, my webcam was off. I think you'll be able to see me now. Okay, I'm getting answers for the first one. Quotient is okay. I think you can, if you refresh your connection once, you'll be able to see me. There was some problem at my end, so the webcam was not on. Pratim, just check your answer once. I don't think it's right. Yay, awesome. Guys, don't forget to include the terms. So the first one, p of x is x to the power 4 minus 3x square. So add 0x cube while you're dividing it. Anshika, yes, that's the right answer. Good job. Manasvi, yes, you're right. Manasvi, mention the remainder also. Avni, yes. Soumya, yes. Navya, yes. Remainder is not quite right. Manasvi, just check once. Yes, Shreya. Your answer is right, Shreya. Okay, so I'll just quickly show you the solution for this one in case anybody is still stuck. So yeah, this is how you do it. So consider all terms for p of x. P of x here is missing x to the x cube, the term for x cube. So don't forget to add that and then try to solve using the division method. So this is what you'll get. Pratim, yes. Yes, Murtuza. Rishit, yes. Kritak, check your answer once. It's not quite right. Mihika, no, the answer is wrong. Rudra, answer is right. Sanat, yes, your answer is right. Okay, all those of you who are stuck or who got the answer wrong, just check the answer once. Okay. Yeah, the quotient will be x square plus x plus 3. Yes. The quotient here is not right. Okay, so the quotient in this case will be x square plus x minus 3. And the remainder will be 8. Yes, there is an error here. I'm sorry, I was not able to correct this part. So you got it right, or do you want me to show you how to do the division part? And does anybody want me to show you how to do it? Yes, Ritu, your answer is right. Yeah, yes. Your answer is right. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay, since you got it. Okay, then we'll do the next question. Try solving the next one. Next one is x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6, which has to be divided by 2 minus x square. So again, don't forget, here two terms are missing in p of x. Add the two terms and then divide. You can't see the question, Pratim. The question is divide p of x, x to the power 4 minus 5x plus 6 by g of x, which is 2 minus x square. Yes, I am displaying the question. Can you see? Okay. Is it visible now? Okay. Okay, all those who are done, you can type in your answers, so I'll just check. Okay, somebody is already ready. Navya, check your answer it's not quite right. There's some mistake somewhere. Anshika, yes, your answer is right. Good job. Navya, just check your calculations. You would have gone wrong somewhere. Do not forget to add x cube and x square term. Manasvi, no, there's something wrong. The quotient and a term missing in the remainder. Shaurya, yes, the quotient is that. There's a remainder also. Okay, you sent it separately. Yes, Shaurya. Avni, check your answer once. So, okay, so in this case, it will be minus x square plus 2. Right? You will rearrange g of x and write it as minus x square plus 2 and then divide it. Manasvi, the sign, there's something wrong with the sign. Just check your calculation once. Okay, I'll just show you the solution. Here. Yes, remainder is correct. Yes, Manasvi, your remainder is right, but check your quotient once. Okay, here. So you will rearrange the g of x as minus x square plus 2 and include the terms in p of x square. Vanshika, sign, just check your sign once. In this case, they haven't added x cube in the solution, but it's good. It's good practice if you add it. It's not used, but at least you make less mistakes if you add all the terms. Mihika, no, the answer is not right. Vanshika, no. Mm. No, most of you are getting this wrong. Okay, okay. What I'll do is I'll just show you how to do this one. Maybe then it will be easy. Rishit, nope, it's not quite right. Okay, guys, what I'll do is I'll quickly show you how to do this because there is something somewhere somebody is getting stuck. Okay, okay. So p of x is x to the power 4, right? Okay, 4 plus 0 x cube plus 0 x square, and then it is minus 5x plus 6, right? And g of x will become minus x square plus 2. If you rearrange it, this is how it will be, right? Okay, so for x to the power 4, there's already a minus sign here. So in order to get the correct value here, you multiply by minus x square. Minus x square into minus x square will give you plus x to the power 4. The next term will be, there will be nothing here, and it will be minus 2x square, right? Now sorry for this bad handwriting, I'm using mouse and paint, so just make do with this for now. Okay, now you change the sign, this will become minus and this will become plus, right? So this, I'll use a different color. This will get cancelled off and this will be 2x square minus 5x. Okay, so for the next term, again, you need take minus, you get a positive term here. Again minus, multiply by minus. You just need 2 because already x square is there in this term. So minus 2, which will give you plus 2x square minus is there here, minus into plus minus, 2 2s are 4. 4. Okay, I wrote the wrong term. 1 second. Okay, can you hear me now? Sorry guys, I didn't see that. My audio and video is lagging. Just give me 1 second. Like issue. I think yeah, it should be fine now. I'm sorry, there's some connection issue at my end. Okay, so I was basically trying to show you this question, how to solve it. Okay, first I've written few steps here, so just let me go through them. First, you add x cube and x square term in p of x, and then you rearrange g of x, write it like this. So in order to get plus x4 here, you need to multiply g of x with minus x square. So you will get the term as x4 minus x4, no term here, and minus 2x square, right? That nothing but minus x square into 2 minus 2x square. Then you get when you perform subtraction, sign change with all that, you will get the remainder as 2x square minus 5x, and then add plus 6 also here, right? And then now you are looking for the term is 2x square. My video is paused. Yeah, that's because I'm just showing the screen. Okay, is still lagging? I hope not. Is my screen visible to you guys? Yes. Okay. 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 Uh, okay. So here, okay, I'll just do this part again. So this is what you get when you multiply the term with minus x square. For the next step, you need 2x square here. So there's already a minus sign here. So in order to get plus 2x square here, you multiply it with minus 2. Minus 2x square will give you 2x plus 2x square. 2 into 2. It's 4. So minus sign here. So minus 4. It should be here. There's no x term. So when you perform the sign change, this will be minus. This will be plus. This and this gets cancelled. Okay. This term gets cancelled. This term gets cancelled, and what you're left with is minus 5x plus 10, which is the remainder. Okay, I hope now it is clear to most of you. X square plus 2 is the same as minus x square minus 2. No. Manasvi, it will be minus x square minus 2. Right? You need to multiply it with minus sign. Only then you will get the correct quotient and the correct remainder. Okay, I'll just show you the answer solution here once in the PPT. There. Oh, okay. Yeah. So in this case, they have not added the x cube term. It's okay, but in practice, generally try adding it so that you make less mistakes. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. I'll be sharing this PPT with you, so you'll get all the answers and all the questions, so don't worry about it. Okay, yeah. So the next question is, can x square minus 1 be the quotient on division of x to the power 6 plus 2x cube plus x minus 1a, polynomial in x of degree 5? Justify. Can anybody give me the answer to this question? Just think about it with justification. Is somebody okay? Okay, I am getting two people. Ishan and Ritu have given me answers. What is polynomial in x of degree 5? Okay, basically that is you did not get the question. Okay, so a polynomial in x of degree 5 means the polynomial has the highest degree of x as 5. So it will be written as like this. I'll just show it to you. Okay, so it will be nothing but ax to the power 5 plus bx to the power 4 plus cx to the power 3 plus dx to the power 2 plus ex plus f. This is a polynomial of degree 5. Okay, yes, I'm getting answers here. Uh, Ishan, your answer is right, but justification. Okay, yeah, I can take that justification. No, Murtuza, that's not the right answer. Avni, yes, that's the right answer. Navya, can you elaborate more why it would be the case? Why would that be not be satisfied? Hmm. Okay, I think most of you have got the hang of it. Yeah. The answer is yes. The answer is no. Like you, of course, you cannot express the. But why is the justify why? Okay, so you everyone knows the division algorithm, right? Quotient can be only of degree 1. Okay, Sanat Soumya seems okay. Manasvi. Yes, Manasvi, yes. The degree of P of 6 is P of X is 6, right? That's correct. Yes, Rudra, I'll explain it to you. Okay, so a polynomial in degree of 5 is basically what I've written here on the screen. This is how it looks like. So now you are familiar with the division algorithm, right? Which says what P of X is nothing but, which is the dividend, is nothing but the divisor, the G of X, into, oh sorry, into the quotient Q of X plus remainder, right? This is the division algorithm. Yes, Navya. Yeah, that is the division algorithm. Okay, here P of X is, what is P of X? P of X is x to the power 6 plus 2x cube plus x minus 1a. Here a is just any variable, so don't focus much on the a part. So now what happens is p of x is in the degree, you can write it as it's in a degree 6, right? The highest degree is 6 in this equation in p of x. So basically this is p of x, right? Then they are saying that can a polynomial x to the power 5, a polynomial which has the highest degree of x as 5, can it be the okay, and the quotient will be x square minus 1, and the divisor is nothing but this, a polynomial in the degree of polynomial x with the highest degree of 5. So now g of x becomes degree 5, and q of x is x square minus 1, that means the highest degree of x is 2, right? So degree 2 plus remainder, we don't know the degree of the remainder, but actually it's okay, you can prove this question without that. So something plus this plus the remainder, this is the data we have. Now if you see this from here, so degree 6 will equal to degree 5 into degree 2. Now if you add, like you know the law of exponents, the base will be the same, so the powers will add up, you multiply, so this term will become a polynomial with the highest degree 7, plus there will be a remainder, right, which does not satisfy the LHS. So because the polynomial p of x is having the highest degree as 6, so it cannot exceed 6, it should be equal to 6, the whole term, the whole RHS. That is why x square minus 1 cannot be a quotient for this case. Okay, yeah, that's it. I'll just show you the answer better way. Yeah, here. So yeah, let the divisor polynomial be g of x, which is written like this. The dividend is given already, x to the power 6 plus 2x cubed plus x minus 1, and the quotient is x square minus 1. And then you use the division algorithm for polynomials, and you just use the degrees, the highest degree for each of them. And when you do that, you see that the division algorithm is not satisfied. That is why x square minus 1 cannot be a required quotient. Anybody still having a doubt in this can raise your hand. I'll explain it to you again. Got it? Awesome, Rudra. Anybody having a doubt still? Got it? Awesome. Okay, we'll move on to the next question then. Yes, I will be sharing this PPT, and don't worry, all these questions have been taken from the workbook, so this is not anything alien for you. And I will be sharing this PPT once I'm done. So if you have not copied anything or you missed out somewhere, don't worry. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Okay, if on division of a polynomial p of x by a polynomial g of x, the quotient is 0, what is the relation between the degrees of p of x and g of x? Can anybody? This is a little bit tricky, I would say, but it again works on the similar principle of division algorithm. So it okay, I'll give you a hint. Tell me something in terms of the relation will be something in terms of less than, greater than, or equal to. That's what I'm looking for. Division lemma and algorithm is the same, right? Yeah, division algorithm is basically dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Rudra. Ishan, let me check. Is that the right answer? Yes, Ishan, yeah, your answer is right. Good job. Less than, people writing less than, please tell me which is lesser than which. Degree g of x is less than. Nope. Nope. Mihika, no. Manasvi, no. Ritu, yes. Shankadeep, yes. Navya, yes. Ritisha, yes. Rishit, what? I'm looking for a relation between p of x and g of x. Sanat, yes. Okay. Okay. I think most of you got it. Degree of the dividend is no, Sanskriti, it's the other way around. Degree should be equal. Why, Rudra? Why should the degree be equal? Go through the question once. If on division, so what does it say? Polynomial p of x is divided by g of x. The quotient is 0. When does this happen? P of x, what is it saying basically? P of x by g of x, right? And this is where the quotient is 0. This can happen in two cases. Either p of x itself is 0 or less than g of x. Sorry for the shabby handwriting. I am writing with a mouse, so please bear with me. Okay, yeah. So if you take an example, like suppose if I say the dividend is x plus 1. Okay, p of x is x plus 1 and g of x is x square minus 1, suppose. So in this case, the quotient will be 0 and the remainder will be the same as p of x plus 1 since the quotient is 0. So you will be getting this itself as the remainder and the quotient will be 0. So the relation you get between p of x and g of x is nothing but p of x is less than g of x. That's it. Simple logic. Yes. Rudra, are you clear? Is anybody clear? Clear? Anybody still having a doubt? Please raise your hand. So I'll just explain it to you. Got it? Awesome. Okay, yeah. So here's the answer. Yeah, Aradhya, unfortunately, I have to download the PPT and then send it, so that will take some time. So I won't be able to send it in the middle of class. I'll send it as soon as the class is over. Okay, just try to solve as far as you can. Okay. Here, the question, this is the solution for anybody who still has a doubt or wants to note it down. Okay. Yeah. Here they explained it using just numbers instead of polynomials. You can keep in mind a example of a polynomial like p of x is x plus 1 and g of x is x square plus 1 or x square plus 2. Anything which is greater, which has a degree higher than p of x. So basically in that case, the quotient will be 0 and the remainder will be the same as p of x. This question was once asked as an MCQ, so it just keep in mind, like it won't be asked directly. It was just like an MCQ that state the relation. Okay, we'll go to the next question. Oops. On dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x. Okay, so here the quotient is given and the remainder is given. Find g of x. Again, make use of the division algorithm. Let's see who gets it. You have to go one more step beyond that. This is not just applying the division algorithm, but okay, let me see who gets this. Divide, so p of x is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 and g of x is unknown, but you have been given the quotient and the remainder. The quotient is x minus 2, and the remainder is minus 2x plus 4. Use the division algorithm. And the people who are able to solve it can type in the answers here. So I'll check. Aradhya, I can dictate the question for you. So this question is on dividing x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 by a polynomial g of x. The quotient and remainder were x minus 2 and minus 2x plus 4 respectively. Find g of x. Anybody? P of x is given, q of x and r of x is given, g of x is the unknown. You will get something like an equation. And you need to solve one more step ahead after you get the equation. Manasvi, yes, but that will be when you solve the equation. You need to do one more step to get g of x. You are on the right track. Just continue ahead. Yes, Shreya, good job. That's the correct answer. Okay, so when you use Navya, yes, that's the correct answer. Pratim, no, that's not the right answer. Just check. Okay, when you use the division algorithm, no, Ayush, I'm afraid that's not the right answer. Smera, awesome, good job. That's the correct answer. When you use, okay, I'll just show you. Let me see. Maybe if I show you the first two steps, you'll get the hang of what I'm saying. Okay, so here the p of x is equal to g of x into q of x plus r of x, right? And p of x is here given is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2 is equal to g of x. So q of x is given as x minus 2. X minus 2 plus minus 2x plus 4. So when you solve this after opening the brackets and transferring the terms to the LHS and all, you will get g of x as something like x cube minus 3x square plus 3x plus 2 divided by x minus 2. Okay, so now again you've got something. How do I say? You need to divide the numerator by the denominator using division method, and then you'll obtain the quotient. The quotient that you obtain will be nothing but the q of x of this division will be nothing but g of x. G of x. Okay, now solve. Soumya, yes. Aradhya, no, that's not the right answer. Ritisha, yes, that's the correct answer. Mihika, is that what about the remainder? You don't get a remainder. You have to divide. Yes, divide. Yes, Rishit, you're right. What about remainder? Yeah, there is, you won't get a remainder. And if you're talking about the first case, yes, the remainder given in the question was minus 2x plus 4. So we've already considered that in the question, and on simplifying you get g of x as this. When you solve this term, you get a quotient only, which is nothing but g of x. There is no r of x in the second part. Yes, Anand, that's right. Okay, I'll just show you the answer. So this is p of x, x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 2. Q of x and r of x is given. So you substitute the required values in the division algorithm. Once you solve that, you will get an expression. One second, somebody. Okay, anybody? Looks like we have a few people who have just joined in. Let me just check. Okay, for those of you who just joined in, we've solved some questions and I'll be sharing the PPT with you so you can go through that later. Just catch, just start from here and you can refer to the previous questions later, and then if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, when you divide it, this is what you get as the quotient, x square minus x plus 1, which is nothing but g of x. Pratim, what if we divide p of x and q of x and then we subtract r of x? Why would you do that? I mean, why would you divide that? It will be, first of all, it will be, you will have to consider it as an equation, right? When you have been already been given divisor into quotient plus remainder. So make use of all the terms which are given, substitute in the equation, then what term you get, divide that. I think that will be the right way to go, Pratim. I'm not sure if you can really solve it by the method you're saying. Because yeah, then it will change the answer completely. Yeah, I understood that. You took q of x and r of x to the other side. But yeah, in this case also q of x and r of x is taken to the other side, right? Yes, yeah. Correct answer. Hey, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry I was not able to let you in sooner. I didn't get the notification. So we've solved like 4 sums till now. I'll be sharing the PPT once class is done. Just go through them. If you have any doubts, you can always ask me. I'll explain it to you once again. Okay? So just start from where we are right now. Okay? Yeah. Okay, Pratim, I am going to unmute you. I am not understanding what you're trying to say. Just explain it to me. What exactly are you trying to say? Hi Pratim.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ma'am, so when we solve a normal equation, no.
Huh.
So first I divided p of x by q of x, and then with the quotient I subtracted remainder, so I'm getting a different answer.
Okay, but see, in this case, P of X, I mean the quotient is given already, right? You are considering Q of X as G of X and going ahead, right? But in this case, it's actually the quotient.
Achha.
So if you take the quotient and the remainder together, then you will get the divisor back, right? If you consider Q of X as G of X, you are going on a completely different track where you'll get a different quotient and remainder. So where x minus 2 will become your divisor instead of it being a quotient, right?
Okay.
Okay. Is it dividend what you divide or what divides? Okay, dividend will be P of X. Divisor is what you divide it with. So divisor is a G of X. Ma'am, today is Pratim's birthday. Oh, okay. Happy birthday, Pratim. I did not know that. Uh, okay, so dividend is P of X and divider is always divisor is G of X. Can you explain the question again? Yes, sure. Uh, P of, so, okay. Yes, yeah. So I'll just show you with this thing here. So the division algorithm is basically P of X is equal to G of X into Q of X plus R of X. Here both the quotient and the remainder is given. So you substitute the values of that, simplify with the simplify using P of X. You will get a equation like this, which has a numerator and denominator. So now the numerator becomes your dividend and the denominator becomes your divisor, and when you divide this equation you will get a quotient. The quotient is what will be G of X, okay, which is given here. So I'll just, yeah, 1 second. So here it is. Substitute the values of Q of X and R of X in the equation and simplify it. So you'll get a term like this and divide. So divide using, and then what the quotient you get will be G of X. Okay, got it. Yeah. Does anybody else have a doubt? We're all clear? Okay, we'll move on to the next question then. If the zeros of the polynomial x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1 are, so this is a cubic polynomial, right? So there are three zeros, a minus b, a and a plus b. Find a and b. Okay, I'll give you a hint for this. Uh, compare, okay, so in this case, compare x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1 in the form of a cube plus bx cube plus cx plus d. And then I think you would have come across properties of zeros, like the sum of the zeros is equal to something and the sum of the products of the zeros is equal to something. That's the hint I'll give you. If you use those things, you'll arrive at the answer. Just try solving it. Yeah, yes, Krish, you're right. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, I'll give you one hint. This is a cubic polynomial. There are three relations of which you will get of the zeros of this polynomial. One of them will be alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. So there are two more. Which are those two and how do you use them? Try doing it. Otherwise, I'll explain. Anybody with the answer? Pretty simple. Okay, somebody is giving me an answer. Yes, Anshika, awesome. That's the correct answer. Okay, for all those of you who are not getting it, let me give you a hint. Alpha, beta, and gamma is nothing but a minus b, a, and a plus b. Okay, these are the three zeros of the equation. Am I getting more answers? Yes, Krish. Manasvi, no. Check your calculation once. Krish, your answer is right. What is the sum of zeros equal to? Hey, the sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. I think you guys, okay, I'll just write the properties here. So, one of the things you use, it will be alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. The second thing you can use is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a, right? Minus b by. Sorry, c by. Okay, this should be. This is the same as plus gamma alpha is equal to c by a. Okay, these two. Okay, you did not get this one. Okay, Rudra, I have written two identities or two properties on the screen. Just try solving with the help of that. Ayush, yes, your answer is right. Mihika, no, your answer is wrong. Murtuza, answer is right, correct. Shankadeep, you get the value of a and b separately, not like an equation. Ritu, is there a is x? No, just check your calculations once. Okay, so this is one of the properties you will be using, and the other important thing will be you can write this. You can compare what is the equation: x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1. So this becomes a. The coefficient of x cube is a. This is b. This is c, and this is d. So a is nothing but 1, b is nothing but minus 3, c is 1, and d is also 1. So just substitute these values in these two equations I have written here. You should arrive at the value of a and b. That's all you have to do. You are being given alpha plus beta plus gamma. So a minus b plus a plus b is equal to minus 3 by 1. That will be one of the equations. Smera, yes. Heth, yes. Calculate b also. Manasvi, no. B is not right. B is not right. Check once. Rudra, are you getting it now, or should I explain further? Shankadeep, nope. Kind of. Okay, I'll explain. I'll explain. Okay, so this equation is x cube minus 3x square plus x plus 1, right? So basically compare this with ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. When you compare this equation with that, you get a as 1, B as minus 3, C as 1 and D also as 1, right? Now taking the first property, which is nothing but alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus B by A. I'm going to solve this. So what do I get? A plus B minus A. Oh, is it A? Oh, sorry. A minus, okay. Okay. I erase this also. C is equal to 1 and D is equal to 1. Okay, so A minus B plus A plus A plus B is nothing but, what is the value of B? Minus 3, right? So minus of minus 3 by 1. This is minus, this is 1. When you solve this, you can just strike off minus B and plus B. It will be nothing but 3A is equal to 3, from which you will derive at A is equal to 1. Now we make use of the next property, which is nothing but alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equal to C by A. So when I solve this, it will be A minus B into A plus A into A plus B plus A minus B into A plus B is equal to 1 by 1, which is nothing but 1. So now try solving this and substitute the value of A. Then you will get the value of B. Manasvi, no, B is not that. Sanath, yes, your answer is right. Here, yes, A is 1. So you get the value of A. Now I have written another expression on the board at the end. When you solve that and substitute the value of A, you will get the value of B. Now give me the value of B. How are you getting it as minus 3? Okay, so I'm going to show you the going wrong somewhere. Okay, so this part is clear, right? I'll explain how to do that equation. So it's nothing but A into A plus B plus A into A minus B plus A minus B into A plus B is equal to 1 by 1, right? Or this is 1. So this becomes A square plus AB plus A square minus AB plus A square minus B square, using the property A plus B into A minus B is A square plus B square. So from here, now you can cancel out two terms, which is that AB and AB. B and AB gone, right? So it becomes 3A square minus B square is equal to 1. Value of A is 1. So 1 square minus B square is equal to 1, or B square is equal to 3 minus 1 B square is equal to 2, or B is equal to plus or minus root 2. Okay, I don't know how you guys got 3. Did you check? Now check. Pratim, Rudra, Het, Soumya, Shankadeep, Here Manasvi, check. This is how you get B. B will be root 2 plus minus root 2. Rudra, how did you get it as 11? It will be C by A. It's C by A. Yes, got it? Yeah, 1. So it will be 1. Then solve ahead. So you'll get the answers. Okay. Yeah, maybe people must have made the same mistake. Anybody still having a doubt in this? Please raise your hand. I'll explain it to you. Okay, since nobody's raising their hand, I'll just show you the solution here. How did you get the first equation? Okay, here. The sum of zeros is the first equation. So a minus b plus a plus b. Here, this one, Manasvi, a minus b plus a plus b is equal to b minus a. This is one of the properties of both quadratic and cubic polynomials. Okay, got it? Yes, Pratim, awesome. So there are three. Okay, maybe you might not have written this down, or I'll just show it to you. For cubic polynomials, okay, wow, my handwriting is very bad. Okay, for cubic polynomials, there are three properties. So if you guys want, just note this down. Okay, one is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. This is the sum of the zeros. It's nothing but minus b by a. Second one is the sum of products of zeros. This is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is c by a. And the third one is alpha beta gamma is equal to d by a. If I'm not mistaken, should be d by a. Yes, minus d by a. Okay. So you can make a note of this. You can use these properties when you solve a cubic polynomial. A cubic polynomial is one where x has the highest degree of 3. Okay. Quadratic is where x has the highest degree of 2. The first property and the third property is valid for quadratic too. In that it will just be alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a, and alpha beta is equal to, but in case of d it will be c by a. Okay, yeah, we'll move on. This is there in your chapter notes, so don't worry. We won't just make a note of it. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. Next question, which is apply. Okay, I'm not able to. Yeah. Apply division algorithm to find the quotient and remainder on dividing the polynomial 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 6x plus 9 by x squared plus 3x plus 7. Also verify the division algorithm. Okay, I think by now you must be pretty familiar with the division algorithm. Almost all the sums that we solved covered this part. So just get the quotient and remainder. Let me know that. Then I'll help you with the verifying part. Let's see who gets it first. You can type in your answers. We'll check. Anybody? Division algorithm is basically P of X is equal to G of X into Q of X plus R of X. Okay, I get one answer. Let me check. Quotient is, yes, Krish, you're right. Yes, Soumya, you're right. Pratim, nope. Check once. Manasvi, yes, you're right. Got it. Soumya, yes. Murtuza, yes, that's right. Mika, yes. Good job. I think finally people have got the hang of it. How to perform division and what is the division algorithm. Mostly you will get questions of this type only in this chapter, which involve making use of division algorithm or properties. Smera, check your remainder once. Hit again, check your remainder once. Pretty close, but remainder there's something wrong. Pratim, I'm not getting it. What are you? How did you get x square in the remainder? You get just number as a remainder. Check your calculations once. Are you sure you cannot add anything in the quotient? Are you sure the equation cannot be solved further? Again something? Yeah, remainder does not look quite right. Are you sure about the calculations? Yes, Navya, you're right. Ritu, yes, you're right. Ritisha, you're right. Sanat, you're right. Hia, yes, you're right. Heth, yes, yeah, you're right. Can you show the division of this question? Yes, Pratim, I'll be moving on to the answer now. To show the answer. There you go. So divide 3x cube plus 4x square plus 6x plus 9 by x square plus 3x plus 7. So I think it is explanatory, self-explanatory almost. Any particular problem in any step? Then let me know. Rudra, your answer is wrong. Just check the answer. Cross check it with your Anshika. Yes, you're right. Rishit, yes. Ma'am, okay, I'll wait. You can copy this. I'll be sharing this PPT with you, so don't worry. Ma'am, it said to use division algorithm. Yes, you are supposed to verify the division algorithm. I'll tell you what to do. Just give me a minute. Rudra, yes, you're right now. You made a silly mistake. No issues. Yes, Shardul, I hope you've written the remainder first and then the quotient. Then it's correct. Uh, yeah, basically you just need to verify using the division algorithm, Rishit. Yeah, so what you'll do is, there I'll just display it on the board. Verification, you write P of X as the dividend and Q of X into the quotient you got plus the remainder. And now ensure, just calculate the RHS and verify that it is equal to the LHS. That's all you have to do for verification. Most of the problems, like some of the problems in this chapter, you will get as two parts, like find the zeros and then verify using division algorithm, or find the quotient and remainder and verify using division algorithm. For the zeros part, like if they're given you the zeros, they'll ask you to get the polynomial, then verify some longer procedures. For division directly, for direct verification, it's just you need to find the quotient and remainder and just verify using division algorithm, like prove LHS is equal to RHS. That's all. A few simplification steps. Okay. RHS is equal to LHS. Okay, yeah. That's all you have to prove. Shankadeep, it's okay. No issues. I just hope you are able to solve the question, Shankadeep. That's it. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Good. Okay. Given that root 2 is the 0 of the cubic polynomial 6x cubed plus root 2 x square minus 10x minus 4 root 2, find its other two zeros. How will you do this? So you are given one of the zeros. It's a cubic polynomial, which means it's going to have three roots, right? Given, and one of the root is given to you, which means how do you get the other two? Anybody? Anybody can solve this and give me the other two roots. I'll wait for, let's say, 2 minutes. Anybody who can crack this. Okay, I'll give you a hint, guys. One of the root is given, one of the zeros of the cubic polynomial is given, which means you can use that zero as a divisor. How will you use it as a divisor? You write it in terms of a not exactly a polynomial, an equation. You can express the zero as an equation and then you divide the p of x with that and you'll get something. That quotient. Okay, let me see. Get there. Uh, mm, yes, Krish, yes, you use that and then divide the polynomial. Okay, guys, so root 2 is a 0 of the cubic polynomial, which means x minus root 2 is equal to 0. You can say that x is equal to root 2 or x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So now divide p of x, which is 6x cubed plus root 2x square minus 10x minus 4 root 2 by x minus root 2. You will get a quotient. Let me know what the quotient is. Anybody still stuck, or are you guys trying to solve it? Trying. Okay, try. One hint, x root 2 is trying. Okay. I'll wait. Root 2 is a 0, which means x is equal to root 2 or x minus root 2 is 0. So use x minus root 2. Anshika has got an answer. Yes, Anshika, yes, you're right. Wow, good job, Anshika. You're being giving consistent answers in this session. consistent correct answers. Quotient you get it as, yes, Rishit, good job. Yes, that's what you get, the quotient. Okay, yes guys, Hiya, Navya, that's the quotient. Krish, yes, your answer is correct. uh Ritu, Ritu, is that the quotient you got? Or okay, Ritu, that does not seem to be correct. Just check once, check once. Okay, so all those of you who got the quotient, simplify the quotient using splitting the term method. How will you split the term? There's a root 2. Smera, your quotient one term, the last term, just check once. Yeah, you second and third terms. Just check your quotient once, Smera. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll show you guys how to do it. Shreya, yes, Shreya, your quotient is right. All those of you who got the quotient right, go ahead and simplify the quotient by splitting the middle term. Okay, so the ones who did not get it, I am doing it here. What is p of x? 6 x cube minus root 2 x square minus 10 minus 4 root 2, right? And so yeah, basically x is equal to root 2, or you can write it as x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So use this as, this becomes g of x, right? So x minus root 2. So I need, okay, this is root 2. This is 2. I need 6x square, so I'm 6x cube, sorry. So I'm going to multiply with 6x square, right? To get 6x cube minus 6 into root 2, 6 root 2 x square, right? Changing the signs, this will become plus. I can strike off this, and this will become 6 root 2 minus root 2, which is nothing but, oh 6, yeah, 6 root 2 minus root 2 is nothing but 5. This is, okay, this is plus, sorry, plus, so this will be nothing but 6 root 2 plus root 2, that's 7 root 2 x square minus 10x. I forgot to write the x here. 10x, right? Now I need 7 root 2x square, so I'm just going to multiply by 7 root 2, yeah, plus 7 root 2. So I get 7 root 2 square. This will be 7 root 2 into root 2 is nothing but 7 into 2, which is 14. 14. Get that thing down. 4 root 2. 7 root 2 x. Okay, yeah, I forgot that. Minus 14 x minus plus, we get 4x minus, bring this down here, we get 4 root 2. Finally, you need 4, so plus 2. 4. Sorry. Yeah. So 4x minus 4 root 2. So you will get the remainder as 0. Okay, so this term which you have got here, this term, simplify this by splitting the middle term. Splitting the middle term will be split 7 root 2. Yes, Smera, Rudra, you're right. Hiya, yes, your answer is correct. Final answer is correct. Soumya, yes, your final answer is correct. Okay, so it is everybody is clear till here. Then I'll move on. I'll show you what to do. Once you're done. So you've got the quotient as 6x squared plus 7 root 2 x plus 4 x plus 4, right? So splitting the middle term involves you take the product of the first and the last term. So that's 6 into 4, 24. So you have to write a 7 root 2 in factors which give you 24. So 24 can be written as 12 into, can be written as 12 into 2, right? So root 2 can be written as root 2 into root 2, and 12 can be split as to give 7 as 12 into 2, right? Or you can write as 12 into 2 or 3 into 4. 3 into 4 will give you 7, right? This will be 6x squared plus 3. Yes. Okay, yeah, 4 will come first. Oops. Okay, 6x squared plus 7 root 2x plus 4. So it should be nothing but 6x squared plus 4 root 2x plus 3 root 2x plus 4. Okay, so you can check. 4 root 2 plus 3 root 2 will give you 7 root 2, and 4 root 2 into 3 root 2 will give you 24. Right? Root 2 into root 2 is 2, and 4 into 3 is 12. 12 into 2 is 24. Right? So now you take 2 common here, which will give you 3x square plus 2 root 2 plus 2 plus root 2 common, 3x or 2x you can take out common, right? 3x 3x plus 2 root 2. Okay, yeah, you got it. So you will get 2 terms. I just showed to you here. Yeah, so you will get 2 terms like that. You can get the zeros. Yes, you're right. Rishit, yes. Yeah, yes, you're right. Hate, can you solve further for the roots? Shreya, yes, you're right. Soumya, you're right. Yes, you can. You will get such question in exams, Rudra, because this is a little tricky question, a little bit, where first you had to find Like you have to perform division and then you have to factorize the quotient. Yeah, so you should know how to do that. Yes, today's class is only till 4:30. We'll just wrap up with this question. There were a few more questions I want you to I wanted you to do. So maybe I'll give that as homework. Okay. Yeah. Can you? Yeah, we can, but the class is like, yeah. In later classes, sure, we'll do more of these questions. Okay, so guys, can you note down? I want you to do certain questions for homework. I want you to try them out. And if you don't get them, you can always ask me or Lasya ma'am or Lohit sir, anybody. But do try these questions because I find these are pretty important ones. Okay. Uh, one of okay. Can you note down the number? You'll find them in the workbook. First one I want you to try is 2.2.14. Level 2, I'll just write it here. Okay. 2.2.14. Next one is level 3, 2.3.2. Then I want you to try 2.3.9. These are all little tricky questions, so please try them so that you have an idea whether you're able to solve it or not. And if you're not able to solve it, ask on the group, ask me, Lohit sir, Lasya ma'am, anybody, or your friends, but try to solve this. And one more, just 2 point, okay, this is 2.2.8. So there are like 5 questions. Please note them down and try to solve these questions. These are all different variety of questions so that we can you can cover different concepts of this chapter and you will get a confidence that you know how to solve this chapter. The remaining questions in the workbook are all based on similar concepts if you cover these 5 questions. Has everyone noted this down? Do it as homework and do it before the next class. Yeah. Okay, and in case of doubts, yes, please ask. Because these are a little tricky. I'm not sure if you might get them or not. So, yeah. Okay. So, if you've noted it down, you can leave. Right? Unless anybody has any questions for me, yeah, then you can wait. Any particular doubts you have, yeah, bye bye. If you have any doubt, if you want me to explain anything, let me know. Otherwise, you can go. Bye bye. Bye, guys. Bye bye.